What is up, guys? This is your boy LMP here, bringing you another video today. And today, guys, we're actually going to be doing something a little bit different. And what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be doing our first ever team building guide on actually a actual focus team on a mono team. So if you guys want me to do more of this in the future, maybe even get some help from the Grand Council, or have some of the Grand Council even be in the videos and all that, and make the teams to help and all that. So if you guys want that, please let me know in the comment section below. Also let me know too by hitting the like and hitting that subscribe button as well. We're close to 7,000. I need y'all to give me to 7,000. Now with that being said, let's get into this video. So with Norn right around the corner, I thought why not actually make a team building guide for Mono Earth. I thought it'd be a really good idea, and overall I think I'm pretty happy with what I've come up with. So we're actually going to be using the Japanese side of the game to actually go over this, since I do have the Holy Trinity. Now with Mono Earth and pretty much all mono teams, or not mono teams, but just Mono Earth in particular, you are always going to see these first three units here, Earth Mirror, Finn, and Norn, because they all work so well together, and without them they are kind of what makes Mono Earth so good. Finn is one of the best, one of the most staple, future-proof units in this entire game. Earth Mirror being literally hands down the best sub-attacker for Mono Earth, and then of course Norn being amazing as she is, giving Artgen and also increasing her own stats, making her super tanky and dealing out a good amount of damage. So majority of the time you will always see these three, and with that being said, of course, yes, that means that if you do have at least two of these pieces for Norn, I would say, if you have Finn and you have Earth Mirror, I would say it is pretty much a necessity almost to have Norn as well, because you pretty much already have the Holy Trinity, you just need Norn to finish it. So with that being said, let's talk about the fourth unit, which will be the unit that we will be talking about today. So first off, let's actually talk about High Elf Archer as the fourth unit. The High Elf Archer as the fourth unit is actually a pretty good choice, and considering the fact that the team is already very functional, with Earth Mirror giving off her true art, giving off healing, giving off her barrier. We have Finn's true art, which is giving off the art gauge. We have Norn's true art, which is also giving off art gauge and art generation. Same with Finn. Also, these slots are absolutely amazing for this team. And not only that, we can easily fit High Elf Archer into this. The reason for that is because High Elf Archer perfectly fits into this. Majority of our units are physical attackers, so they will be able to benefit from the normal art. Apart from Norn, Norn is actually magic damage, so she won't be able to benefit from the normal art if she gets the feint off, and it also lowers physical resistance. But Earth Mirror and Finn both will, and also as well as High Elf Archer. Not only that, High Elf Archer has an amazing slot with 5-star support, being able to give the team even more art gen than what it already has, which is kind of ridiculous, so definitely recommend that as well. Also, she does have her amazing true art, which gives evasion rate and then also gives 100% crit chance on true art, which is very good. So what that pretty much allows is that Earth Mirror no longer has to spam normal art unless she just wants to. I still think that you would want to during break, just so that 30% damage up to Earth units is actually still applied, but this will allow her to where she doesn't have to spam it just to get crit chance off. You just use High Elf Archer's true art and everybody has the crit chance plus evasion chance, which makes this team even more tankier with that evasion. Meaning that you can just dodge damage, while already this team's going to be absolutely absurd stat-wise, because you're going to have you're going to have at least most of the Earth Relic, or at least Earth Relic ran on these units, along with multiple other items, and especially Norn. You're going to see Norn hit some crazy amount of HP in this game. Now the next unit I want to recommend is Vitz as the fourth unit. Vitz as the fourth unit would be very good for this team, for the simple fact actually, on his true art he's going to be able to buff water and earth attribute units 60% up damage. So they're going to get 60% damage for water, fire, and earth attributes, 60% damage up to 20 seconds. Also, you get enemy break resist 25% down, so it helps with breaking, which is very good. Also, not only that, we do have his ability as well, Wisdom of History, which is a favorable attribute damage 20% up to all allies. So pretty much if you're at a type advantage and you go up against a water unit, well, guess what? That means that everybody's going to get 20% damage up against that water unit, so you're going to be able to deal even more damage to what you're already doing. And then on top of that as well, Vitz, it has that 60% damage up to earth units, so that's going to be a huge damage boost. Not only that, his slots are pretty good as well. He has a 5-star support, 5-star physical, and 4-star heal, so will even make the team even have more Artgen if you're using an AoE Artgen item. And I highly recommend Vitz. Probably I would say the best unit to put in the fourth slot, I would say, unless you just want a hard hitter. Talking about hard hitters, how can we not include Awoken Reveria, or Riviera, how you guys say it. Riviera is absolutely amazing in the last slot. If you want to put her there, she's just going to be an absolute powerhouse on the team. And yes, she can survive because Earth Mirror does give a barrier. Not only that, you're going to be having Norn's 5-star defense slot as well on the team, which will be able to do wonders for you. Not only this, whenever later on down the line, whenever the raid comes out that actually gives off the good 5-star defense item, there's a 5-star defense item that actually gives a barrier, and it's on like a 5 or 10 second cooldown, and this will also help Riviera stay alive. So if you want Riviera to be on your team, you can definitely put her on there. You won't be missing out on damage at all because you're going to be having her true art, which is absolutely amazing. Once she activates Magia Drive, you guys don't know, she is the hardest hitting physical attacker in this game. Once she activates Magia Drive, she's going to get crit damage 150% up and damage from enemies 30% up. So she's going to take 30% more damage. However, she is going to deal 150% more crit damage, which is absolutely absurd. On top of her ridiculous multiplier already of 42,000 earth damage physical, absolutely ridiculous. Not only this as well, every time you use your true art, you're going to increase your art gauge by 100. So you're just, oh my god, it's just so much damage coming through. On top of that as well, she's very supportive in the skill slot, so she's very self-sufficient. She has increased on art gauge by 15, and then of course she does have some pretty okay slots for an attacker. She doesn't have a support item slot, however, so you're going to be missing out on that. And the last unit we're going to recommend is Luda. Now unfortunately, I actually do not have this unit awoken, but I definitely recommend him if you don't have any of the options that I already said. What does Luda do, OP? Luda, whenever you use his true art, you're going to increase art gauge 15 up for water and earth attribute units. Not only that, you're also going to get attack and defense power 50% up for 12 seconds, which I think this only applies to Ruda, or not Ruda, but Luda, and it's going to be perfectly fine. So with that being said, you know, you're going to get a little bit more art gauge. He does have a 4-star support slot at max LB, so you know that's also a plus as well. And overall, you know, he's just going to be a really good unit if you want to use him in that last slot. On top of that as well, his normal art's really good in the fact that you can spam this during break every time you use it. During break, it's on the first hit, so it's only one hit, his normal art, but you're going to get your art gauge back instantly. So as soon as you use your normal art, you can just spam this the entire time during break and then just go right back into true arting. So if you guys want to do that, you guys definitely can, and I would recommend Luda. He's probably the last resort though for this team. And with that being said though, that will actually conclude the team building guide for Mono Earth. Now with that being said, the only other thing that I want to say is, of course, definitely if you're going to be using Mono Earth, make sure you do have the Earth Relic on one of your units, so you are going to get that extra stats. You can even run all the Earth Relics if you want to, but of course, you know, it's definitely not recommended if you don't want to. With that being said as well, I know I left off some units like Arth, for example, who would fit perfectly in the last slot if you want to use them, and there's a ton of other units that I didn't mention. Of course, you know, Mono Earth is a very flexible mono team, so you could use a lot of different units that I didn't mention. If you need more healing, you could even throw on Valhalla. He's a really old unit, but if you need more healing, you could throw on Valhalla and he would work for you as well. So with that being said, ton of units for this team, a lot of options, but pretty much I gave you the best ones possible. Apart from that though, I don't really have any more tips to give y'all on Mono Earth apart from use Earth Relic. Make sure you have these 3 units. These are the core 3 units. Earth Mirror, Norn, and Finn are the core 3 units, the Holy Trinity as we call them. Without them, Mono Earth is nothing. So with that being said, guys, that is actually going to be the end of this video today, man. Thank you all for coming out, man. It's been your boy OP, and I'm out, guys. Peace.